Hi, everyone. So happy to be here. Nice to meet you all. And thank you for having me. So should I start or?
Yep, go ahead, please. Introduce
Amazing.
yourself and
Yeah, sure. So I'm Asal. I guess I see a lot of familiar faces, and I'm so happy that this time I'm representing base. I've been leading base in MENA region for the last 3 months almost. And we are expanding all over from Morocco to Pakistan. So we are covering a really wide range at the moment with base MENA. I think we should call it base MENA. But anyways, and so what we are doing is, as Ashton already mentioned, and OpenxAI is very much a really good example of it, is more than just having a blockchain. We are now spreading a culture. We are spreading a full ecosystem consisting of many different parties. So the difference of base with many different blockchain ecosystems out there is that base at the moment is way more than just the chain. We have base chain, we have base app, we have many different components, including base pay, and all together, they are going to build an ecosystem with a vision of reaching to being a network state. I don't know how many of you are familiar with network state. Can I ask how many of you know about network state? Okay, that's really impressive. Okay, so at Base, actually one of the reasons why I joined Base was this vision. I didn't want to be just another person representing another T-shirt that will be pegged to a token that will go up and will go down and will die. And I'm talking about the stereotype. That look in your eyes was like a bit scary. But yeah, I wanted to really join something more meaningful. I've been working on incubation and acceleration for the past 3 years. I've been in this space since 2017. But in Base, what I found very fascinating was that it's going to be more than this. We are working heavily on the Base app. Base app is a super app, as mentioned already. So it includes a social media. It includes a part for mini apps, which are going to be kind of the main streamline and the main app store of Web3. We are targeting what I call normal people, but sorry, I don't mean people in this room are not normal people. I mean Web2 people, I mean retail. We want to make Web3 really accessible, really understandable, and really simple for everyone to come and use. So on the mini apps, at the moment, we have a lot of games. We have a lot of social-related applications. We have a lot of creator empowerment and tipping platforms. And on the other hand, we have this element of social media. Obviously, we are targeting a lot of creators. By creators, I don't mean crypto bros. I mean a lot of travel bloggers, a lot of beauty bloggers, a lot of normal creators that can come and create on Base and earn from the first second. So I think when you join Zora or when you join Base app and you just post your content and from the first second you see that you are earning in the embedded wallet that you have, that is the aha moment that you're like, why was I just giving my content away to all these traditional social media without earning anything, without owning it, and like now I'm owning it and now I can earn from the first second. So we are targeting a lot of micro-influencers all around the world, and creators are one side of it. These mini apps are very powerful because we get the distribution through the mini apps, but then we send those people that are the users of the consumers of the content to the mini apps to also be more engaged on Web3. The beauty of Base app is that you can onboard, like I personally onboarded my dad, and you can really onboard your families and they wouldn't feel like they are on Web3. And that is really huge. I think for me, myself, sometimes I remember like last year when I tried Morpho for the first time, I was like, it's interesting, but I'm not understanding it. So it's the case for many of the big parts of our industry. What Base app is changing is exactly this part. Everything is very simple. So I told you about the creator part. I told you about the mini app part. We are also empowering builders because builders should come and build these mini apps. and on the other hand, investors who will put capital and liquidity into the mini apps or applications that are being built on Base. So we have this ecosystem of 4 different players, and all together they come on the Base app. Base app is gathering everything together. We also have a private messaging, fully Web3 messaging platform on the Base app. I know that Base app is now on beta, so probably some of you haven't tried it yet. Can I also get another round of question? Who has tried Base app? Who is onboarded so far? Okay. So I would love to invite more of you guys. I have a few invite codes, so if you would like to try it out, let me know. I can send you some invite codes, and I would love to hear your feedback. So yes, the messaging, the mini apps, the social media, and also the functionalities of wallet, the embedded smart wallet that we have on the Base app will make it very easy to do transfers and basically do everything just from one application. So that is the focus that we have on the Base app. But in addition to that, we also know that mini apps are, there are mini apps. The more serious game happens on other dApps, even sometimes outside of the mini app infrastructure. And we are empowering a lot of builders to come and build on Base. So all I wanted to say was, what am I going to do in Middle East and MENA? The first reason I thought about getting this role was that I was running an accelerator before this, and I was always bullish on the distribution that Base has. Coinbase has 160 million verified users. This is not a type of distribution or adoption that you see in Web3 space usually. And we all know that all these hundreds of millions of users will eventually be onboarded to Base. And I don't know about you, I want to be a part of it because I think this is the real shit. And in addition to that, nobody was here from Base or also from any teams that are related to Base, and that accessibility was not there. I was asking my portfolio companies, why don't you move on Base? Because they have distribution. And always the answer was like, there is no one here from Base. They are very US focused, accessing them is very difficult, and we are here to solve this. At the moment, I have ambassadors in Morocco, Egypt, Iraq. Also, I told you Pakistan is recently added, Lebanon. So we are covering the whole region because we want to, first of all, solve this issue of accessibility. The second thing is awareness. You guys are now in this room. I told you about Base app, but I really don't know how much you had heard about it before. So one side of it is awareness. But the most important thing is supporting the builders. I think Base has something that is very unique, which is the distribution, which is the community. And we also have access to capital. And we would like to invest these resources to the builders, that really are talented and can add value to the Base ecosystem. So on that side, I'm also leading the startups for Base growth team, which means all the global initiatives that we have to turn the projects into working startups, into revenue-generating businesses. I want projects from UAE and MENA to be Coinbase-listed businesses. We don't want them to stay in just being a mini app. So what we are doing is, at the moment, we have Base batches open. If you are building anything, you can come and build on Base, or if you are just thinking about starting to build on Base, we have 2 tracks. One track is for startup track. 40 projects will come with us to Argentina. We will have a demo day during DevConnect, which I'm super excited about. And then we also have the builder track. On the builder track, the projects, if you are deciding to start building on Base and getting into this community, you can apply through that track. And the projects will not only be rewarded and will get a prize, obviously, but also they will go through Incubase. Incubase is our incubator. We had one version of it before, but this new version is going to be very different. It's one-to-one mentorships, fundraising support, lots of introductions, lots of perks and credits, obviously, and everything that the projects need, but most importantly, distribution and user acquisition. We are working with a lot of influencers all around the world to give the projects visibility. So I highly recommend apply to base batches. If you think you wouldn't make it till the end of, till 24th of October, apply for Incubase later. And hopefully we will have something really big next year during Token. I don't know if you follow Jesse and Base Team on X, but I already got the promise from Jesse that he will be here for our demo day. And this means that Coinbase Ventures and all of our ecosystem VCs will also be here for the demo day next year. And I'm now trying to find the right talents that will be on that stage. So yeah, so happy to see you all. If you have any questions about Base, if you want to join, if you want to explore, my Telegram ID is very straightforward, Asal, A-S-A-L, _Base. Drop me a text and let's have a chat.
Thank you. So from OpenxAI side, we're excited to work with Blaze. Those who are looking for like compute infrastructure, we also having a resource fund up to like $100,000 if you want to build base mini apps, if you want to leverage those compute, because if you're hosting a service, you have to pay for compute. So we have that to our community as well. Like she said, like to me, the base, it kind of like an iPhone moment, because I've been in the space since 2015. I was part of a building L1 chain called Phantom, so way before Solana. I mean, the core utility of a L1 or L2 chain is a consensus as a service. But that was what we believed. We thought, you know, let's build a specific agnostic chain and people will come and people will build on top. But what I've seen over the years is not just having a great decentralized network. You got to have a lot of resources need to be involved. Like community has to be there, has to have a lot of capital, have to have some existing products. Even though I'm a Web3, sometimes I take a lot of inspiration from Web 2 because like if you're using electricity, if you have to think about the circuit breakers, or if you want to access Wi-Fi, imagine if you have to think about wireless router, then you're doing a very, very bad UX. What we are seeing in Base ecosystem, Base is actually understood the user base, because compared to like 2017 user base to 2025 and 2024 is a very, very vastly different audience. What we see with Base, they really understood the audience and have a great UX, combining the L2 kind of a faster blockchain and leveraging Ethereum security. To us, that's why we chose Base. Because we were looking at, okay, should we build on Sui? Should we build on Ethereum? Should we build on Solana? For us is like the most important thing is the base, like the builder energy, because we are builders, right? So we've been building for quite some time. So, and what I see, somehow the base kind of nailed the idea that in order to have sustainable, not just building a minimal viable ecosystem, because this is what most blockchains actually done it in the past, maybe 8-10 years. But Base nailed it because they understood the users, understood how to bring a user into the ecosystem, having great technologies, use case, network effect, support, community, etc. So we are very excited to work with Base. I think, to me, like I said, is a kind of an iPhone moment, because we had the evolution of Web3 ecosystems, especially like chains, and comparing all the chains to Base, it's like a huge jump. That's how I feel with the Base app, Base chain, Coinbase, and also the lot of ecosystems that are working together. So I think for those who want to build things and interact and work together, so we are here probably for a month or two. We'll be moving to US soon, but as long as we are here in this region, come to us. This is DAO's Hub is our home. We have a physical location here, so we love you to come and interact with us. So thank you very much for coming and participating in this event. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for everything that you mentioned. That was a good comment coming from a builder. Thank you.